YouTube, what's up? Just been going through this remembrance called life a little more, remembering more and more every day, because that's really all it is. We remember life as it happens. So really, we're picking a set of memories to exist in because we insist. We exist because we insist. Anyway, the memories, just like even in that movie Inception, are what we are confined to, what we've been confining ourselves to in this physical form. There's a set of memories you're picking with each path that you pick to incarnate through. And the memories have their sets of ups and downs that you're willing to go through in order to experience maybe even one of the memories. You might be living, you might have picked a whole set of memories to experience for one memory. So basically that's really what's going on, is a set of memories, a chain of memories that we're remembering and we're choosing to exist in because we insist. Maybe it's something we want to change, but ultimately what I've been running into again is the people that think that they're alive are the ones that are dead, and the ones that think that they're dead think that they're alive. The people with so much life in them are rushing to their graves so much faster. It's just a shame because I keep running into people, and I've been past the whole transmutation of energy and all that, just inside myself, as far as, transmutation within, alchemy within. Now you graduate from that simple water to wine to external water to wine, where you're trying to turn people and groups of people, your family, supposed family, into something else. You're taking on other people's chemical structure and trying to transmute it. And when you merge like that, regardless on what level, money is blood. You gotta know when you intertwine money, you're intertwining blood at some level. So when you merge with people's chemical structure, it's a law of equal exchange there every time. So you can look, it's the most false selfish thing you can do. It's foolish with your energy to try to convert people. That's why it's called that. You're really trying to convert someone. Consume them and convert them. It's pretty much what's going on. And I'm just tuckered out from it. It just obliterates you. Over the time, not over the time, it creates time. Because you're working on other people's schedules. I noticed that even though you don't have a just over broke a job, you're still going to be confined to certain things in the working schedule because everyone else is confined to it. So you jump out of this slavery and supposedly don't have a job, but you're still at the mercy of everyone else that is in that flow. So it's really, again, it's the same ingredients. It really comes down to the meantime, what you're doing in the meantime. Everybody wants to re-experience these memories so they can do different things in the meantime. Because there's plenty of moments that people will take advantage of because they feel like, oh, this won't change anything. It's just that time between memories. This won't create a ripple here. And pretty much just destroy the body, usually. Just pimp the body. We just get so good at pimping the body. That's the problem, is that we got so good at it. We got so good at having a body, pimping it, loaning it out, all these things that we do to experience a chemical experience. Because that's all it is. It's a chemical experience. The reason that I don't like drinking and smoking, the reason I don't like it is because I know how to recover. It just makes no sense. I know exactly what I'm doing at a chemical level. Once you understand that, it's just difficult to take it on, but then you run into this world of everyone on that, and you really love people, you really care about people, you really want to change them, but you can't, yo. You really can't change them. Like, it just, everybody's in their set of memories and they gotta want it for themselves. And you can create the ripples that you are going to create, and do what you can when you can, but people got to want it themselves in each moment in their own lives. And evolution is relative. It's really a relative thing. Like, I just don't understand how someone can go through the same chemical experience and over again. It just gets so redundant. It all just becomes so redundant to where it's sober. Drunk is sober. High is sober. It's all the same thing. It's all redundant, and it just, you pimped everything out. You pimped yourself out. And it's just such a waste of breath. I just looked at, all of who's getting paid, who's taking my breath in ways that are non-complimentary. And it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, because that's all you really have is the breath. You look at the vitals, or ital, look at the vitals. It's the breath. People don't, the digestion and all that stuff, is there. But the breath is really how you know a body is at least on. If they're breathing and their heart is beating, if they have some sort of pulse, this is a pulse of a universe. And you can make your influences in your lifetime. But the cycles, man, most of the time, by the time you realize the cycle, you've already experienced it, and you gotta wait for it to come back around. And then that's the balance of that too. Wading in the water. Again, if you wade all your life, you'll just be a wader. You live in the subconscious. You're wading in the water. You're not consciously creating ripples. But sometimes you got to touch the bottom. Sometimes you got to touch the sky. And sometimes you got to get on the earth and influence in different various ways. It's just a balance of, sometimes you got to wade in the water. Sometimes there's a time to wait. That's the mean time. The time can be a mean time, or it can be meaningful. It's whatever you want it to be. So, really, let's get off this exit. There's so many parasites out here trying to get us. But anyway, when it comes to just remembering, and just remembering life and going through and remembering having a body, and just realizing it's stuff that you'll realize as you go on, that as far as life being the living and the dead walking next to each other and not realizing who's who. Like, you realize who's dead inside, and it's there. It's all there. People that have that smell from inside. People that are dead on the inside. You can be long dead on the inside and supposedly living on the outside. It's a treacherous thing, man. What's going on? So I mean, you take on other people's chemical experiences when you anything, you rubbing up next to people that close, that long. The chemical experience is running to you, and it just obliterates you, trying to convert people. And at this point, just trying to really just not try. That's really about it. So, leaving it at that, man. I don't even know if I want to do videos anymore, because it feels like a waste of breath. I know I'm going to clear some thoughts up, because I have some notes, but I've just been back and forth across the coast, and just bear with me.